Hello there, everybody. Here we are again. Another day, another dollar, another episode of the live stream where we get together and talk about what I want to talk about, and then maybe a little bit of what you want to talk about. But we'll see. I don't know. Been kind of busy last 2 or 3 days. Nice weather here. We had some cold spells of a night, but that's natural for this time of year, and it's going to happen plumb up into May. But nevertheless, it's still good days. And, yeah, I'm gonna kind of sit right here before we get into the main topic of the thing. Just sit back here and see if people filters in before I go too deep on everything. Let me adjust my camera just a little bit. There we go. It's more nicer. Let's see. It's nice. No, I don't like that. A little bit right there. That'll be all right. Yeah. We've had some nice days. Today's been in the mid 70s. Kind of. That Jim camera. Get it just right. There we are. All right, it'll work. It'll work. We'll see how many people start filtering in before I indulge you in what I have been doing. And before we get into the pleasantries of, how have you been doing? We'll wait till more people come in. That way everybody gets to see it and hear it. Yeah. I don't know. Kind of been catching up on a lot of stuff. Still got stuff to do, but I was aiming not to wear a hat tonight. I was aiming not to wear one and just kind of go hatless tonight. Topless, hatless. But, I'm not ashamed of my bald head. I'm not ashamed of it, but I like wearing hats. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear my Gilligan hat, as I like to call it, my favorite hat of the summertime. And I wear it during the wintertime also, some, not as much, but mostly a summertime thingy. Yeah, we see we got somebody coming into the. Oh, there's Australia. Yeah, Storms, how you doing there? Yeah, I started once not to do one night, but I said, well, I'm not doing a whole lot, and I ain't gonna keep it long anyway tonight. I got too much to do before church in the morning, but yeah, I won't keep it long tonight. I almost missed my time slot. I had to look up the clock and said, I think it said 8:30, I think it was. Oh crap! I better no, it's 15 to 9. Oh, I better if I'm going to have a live stream tonight, I'm going to have to get in there and get with it, get everything set up, and oh, Barry says it's hot and humid in his place. Well, you may have to do what most people do there, Barry. You might have to open a door or two or window, and it's been hot today because I wasn't in the house all day. I was outside. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, well, yeah, I just about missed my time slot, but I'll cut it in there 9:30. It'll give me plenty of time to have a little live stream and get things done at the same time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, after I get some of the particulars out of the way, then I'll start shooting the links out as soon as I can get maybe Facebook will work with me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it a while ago. Could not get in Facebook for some reason. I don't know if it's anything to it right now. If it's better now or not, I hadn't checked in the last 10 minutes. So it could be just on my end or it could be on their end. Who knows? I don't know if anybody else is having any problem with Facebook today or not, but it may, if not, then it's probably me. But I'll check it again in here in a few minutes and see what, and I'll send you a link there, Barry. Yeah, little thing when I logged up on StreamYard, little thing on the panel there on the side says widget. They got a new thing called widgets, and it's got a QR code and a polling little thingy up there. I ain't used them yet. It could be nothing, Barry. I don't know. I haven't been having any issues up till, of course, I ain't been on it in a couple of days, so, well, probably 2 or 3 days for that matter, but uh, we'll check it here in a minute. Yeah, people wants to contact me on Messenger. Unless I know that you're going to be contacting me on Messenger on a particular subject or whatever, unless I know you're going to do it at some point, then I won't, monitor it that much. If you send me just a general message, uh, it may be a couple of days until the next time I check my Facebook before I see it. It's just how it is. That's how I work it. I'm not. Facebook is not nothing to me, really. It's just some place where I can communicate with people that I know and stuff. That's pretty much it. And I don't get on there and dibbly dabbly around because it's getting about as bad as YouTube is now on the crap that's on there. I swear, I never in my streaming part of Facebook, man, I've never seen some of this junk in my life, dude. It's just, and 99% of it's AI crap. And you know it's fake. You sit there and look at it. Oh my God! Well, they expect some people to be that stupid to uh, click on that just to see what it's about. Yeah, they do, and yes, they are people that stupid because they gotta have that dopamine hit, you know. But it'll get better, maybe as time goes along. They get the weeds out of the patcher, you know, get all them weeds out of it. It'll be all right. We're going through I think it's going through a process right now, and uh, they'll have to get all the weeds and stuff out of it before they can actually use it for what they were intending to use it for. Because if they don't, it won't work. And that's just a logical way of me thinking, knowing what I've known that they're going to do to it. It don't seem the reason. But anyway, that's a different story and another rabbit hole. And we won't go down that tonight. I'm not in the mood to go down that rabbit hole tonight. This dog is not going to chase that rabbit. Not tonight. Oh boy. I started to get a dad gym headache a minute ago. And I took 2 Tylenol. Well, actually ibuprofen, and we'll see what that takes care of. The back of my neck was just hurting like a son of a buck. 37. Still 37 through. I still have it. 2144. It will get better when most folk, yeah, when they can't pay their phone bill or internet bill, yeah, that's when it'll get better. Yeah, yeah, because you won't be able to see it. Oh yes, that's when it'll get better, Barry. You're 100% right, and I never did think about that, but yeah. I mean, I would have thought about it, but you beat me to it. Shame on you, Barry, for stealing my thunder. But I will give that thunder to you because you are worthy of it. I don't know. You know, no more than. I mean, I'm the old school thing. You know, I use the internet as a tool pretty much, you know, but for me, depending on it for my daily uh, supplement of information, no. There's popcorn. Hello there, popcorn. We're good to have you in there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're in here for a little bit there, popcorn. You and Barry. And we're kind of hanging low right now. And before I get into what I was going to talk about, because I want to make sure everybody gets to hear it. We are getting, what'd you say there, popcorn? We are storming here, right, lightning and everything. Well, I tell you what, we could use the little bit of that rain ourselves, but that's that's okay. We'll get it. As long as you ain't getting very bad storms and everything. We could use the rain, but the good Lord will make sure we get rain when He wants us to have it. We're going through a dry spell here, dude. I mean, they're not talking about it much on. Well, yeah, I heard the weatherman day before yesterday talk about we were going through a dry spell. Uh, he would say drought, but he would say dry spell. Which what's the difference? you know, we need some rain, but I don't want it to rain until I get my garden out, or most of it. Then it can rain all at once. Don't like much. I've just got everything ready, exception of the plants. I'm getting. I gotta get some more plants, and then I'm gonna be right into it with both feet. And yeah, yeah, it's all fake popcorn. It's a con job. I mean, I hate to be conspiratorial or anything like that, but if you sit back and think, you know, it's all a con job. Everything they put on you from day to day is a con job, from the weather to the stock market to the price of gasoline, geopolitical stuff in the world. It's all a con game, every bit of it. And they expect people to sit back and just absorb what they want us to know. And they think we're too stupid to figure it out, which they're not too far off on that. There is some that will never figure it out. Oh yeah, global warming's another. Yeah, that's one of the biggest con jobs. But if you paid attention to that, popcorn, that they're kind of leaning away from that. They don't talk so much about that no more. I wonder why. Hmm. It makes you want to go, hmm. That's what I'm saying. It's all con job. I mean, it kind of, you want to think of the good things on everything, but when it don't make no sense, the stuff that's going on, it makes absolutely no sense. But yet they still pile it on you like it's nothing wrong with it. It's a con job. And it's a very intelligent con job too. It's one that they win regardless, and you lose regardless. Hello there, Janet Parter. Welcome in to the show. Welcome in. Yeah, our nice little group here. There'll be more coming in. But you're welcome in there. Yeah, I'm glad to see you. Oh, but that's you'll get it. You'll get it, Bear. You get it all straightened out. For your summertime usage. But yeah, I guess enough people's in here right now. I guess I can go on with what I was wanting to talk about a little bit. Nothing much, just uh, we got 4 people in the eyeballs, so that's good. Yeah, we today we went. It was such a beautiful day, and wasn't really going to go anywhere, but uh, my daughter called and said she wanted to go. They wanted to go walking somewhere, so we I said, okay, I guess. And we finally agreed on a place down there around the Liberty, Kentucky, little walking trail there. It's a nice little outfit. So we went down there today and kind of walked the trail, went down there next to the river and hung out on the river. Right now, it was really low, really low. You could walk plumb out on a gravel bar out that way. I mean, you could throw by half. You was about halfway across it on that gravel bar. So that was pretty cool. I mean, a little bit smelly. I don't know what it was. I could. There was a sewage treatment plant downriver from it. You could see it, and that could be where the smell was coming from, but I wasn't sure. But anyway, we hung around there for oh, hour and a half, something like that, and finished walking the trail out. It was a nice day. Get out and walk and exercise a little bit and stuff like that. Uh, Yesterday, I finally had to go get me I got me 2 new belts for my mower. I was aiming to wait till today before I put them on there, but I'm glad I did. I waited till I went ahead and put them on last night and everything. I'm glad I did that because I wouldn't have had time today to have done it and everything. But that's all done. And them belts wasn't cheap, but I had to have them. Had to have them. If I was going to mow my grass, I had to have them. So, yeah, getting things ready for the garden. I ain't got my plants. I got a few plants that I grow from seed coming up, and they're about ready for the ground. And of course, I plant done some more seedlings, cherry tomatoes, but they're not. They won't be near ready if they start sprouting. It'll be another week or two if they start sprouting before they'll be ready. So I'll have to go buy some plants. I know I planned on doing that anyway, but if they come up, I'll, you know, uh, if them cherry tomatoes come on up, or I'll have them. I'll go ahead and plant them later on. I'll save 1 row extra for them just in case. We'll see what they do, but uh, other than that, pretty much it. I've been busy doing all that stuff. Yeah, I was lucky to. I was kind of worried that they wouldn't have them belts, or at least one of them that day. I went to the store, parts store, and got the belts, and I know they probably have one of them, but I didn't think it would have both of them. I thought they'd have to order the upper transmission belt. It's a longer belt than they got an upper and a lower transmission belts. They're 2 different belts. One's a short one and the other one's a long one. The main one that comes off the pulley on the motor. Uh, that's the one I thought that they were going to have to order. And luckily, he cross-referenced it and got one different brand, which that tells you right there they're all they might be from different companies, but they're all the same dadgum belts. Well, some of them are different, different color. One belt was a green looking belt, and the other one wasn't. It was a red looking belt. But the ones that comes on them mowers when they're new, they won't last long. They're just a cheap grade of belt, and them ones I put on there now, I got all new belts underneath of it now, so I'll say them belts are probably outlast the dead young mower. You know, especially the deck belt. You know it, but they wasn't cheap, that's for sure. Two belts cost me about 80 some bucks, so I know that it's gonna be high. It's gonna be high whether I ordered them online or if I went in person and got them. You know, it wouldn't have been a couple of dollars difference either way. So I figured, well, I was aiming to wait till the next day to get them belts, and I called over, and oh yeah, we're open till 6 o'clock. It's already 4 o'clock then. I said, well, shoot, I'll just scoot on over that way then. I had to go to Stanford, which is about 13 miles from here, but it didn't take me long to get over, and got them and done with it. Had Storms with me. He rode with me over. Me and my old lady, we figured while we was out there, we just do some other things and kill two birds with one stone, so to say, and all that good stuff. But that's enough for me, talking about me, although I love talking about myself, but I don't want to bore anyone. It's always nice for me talking about myself. I'm sure everybody has had a splendid day today. I hope it's been decent weather around your neck of the woods. Oh yeah, you get you one of them little, you could probably get you a small one of them metal fans and stick it in a window. But you can do the way you want. I mean, either way it works. You got a lot of space there to try to cool off. It's kind of the opposite way there, Barry. In the summertime, you got quite a bit of an area, and in the wintertime, you got quite a bit of an area to warm up. And it's just the way it is. But give me all the warm weather you can give me. I'll take it all. Yep, my newest addition to the family is they done got their eyes open and they're starting to escape out of the closet that their mother put them in. She's got to where now she'll just lay in front of the closet, and she's trying to wean them a little bit, I think, and they still probably got about a couple weeks before they'll be fully ready. But they're coming out. They're trying their best to come out of there now. There's two of them, boy. They it's funny to look, watch them. He'd pick them up and move them on back, away from them. Here they come again. They got one track mind. Oh, they're pure. They're pretty kittens. They're pretty. They're beautiful cats. I mean, one of them is solid white with just a little bit of a black on each tip of the ear. Just, a slight black trim on the very top of its ears, and I think it's got a little bit of a black. It almost looks like a Siamese. It almost, I mean, close. It would, if you look at it, you think sort down to the Siamese. Well, I know it's not. But I got if it makes it and everything, I'll have a very unique kitty cat. Uh, but they're all weird. They're little turds. Uh, they take back too much after their mama and their aunt and their daddies. I know who one of them is. It's the yellow. We got two, one solid yellow one and one yellow and white. So I pretty much know who the daddy is. That one of the daddies are. Cats can have several daddies, but I know Smokey's probably one of them too. And but anyway, I don't know much about the yellow tomcat, only that he's annoying as crap. I know Smokey, he's got a personality about him, and I'm sure they probably take it back after him a little bit. But yeah, they're coming out. It is like I told my wife, I said, once they start coming out, there ain't no holding them back. I know how it was one time, I had a litter of cats, and she had them underneath the sink, inside the sink, through the sink. You had to open the sink door. There she was, I had them back in there. I said, watch this. And they'd already had their eyes open and everything. Watch this. I'm gonna coax one to the door. And I did that, and it was a floodgate. It was a floodgate after that. You couldn't keep them in there. No. They're funny to watch. Yeah, that's all I need is 5 more kittens. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I don't know. There could be a possibility that, you know, there could be a daddy in the bunch that I don't know about. I've never seen because cats can go anywhere and whatever. Yeah, but yeah, I think I've seen one of them cats that you're talking about a couple of times. I thought they were your cats. To be quite honest with you, and you know, but I don't know. They're probably not. Well, they're feral, that's for sure. If they ain't coming around people, then they're feral. But they look well kept. They're eating good. They're not skinny or anything. They're well taken care of. They're getting food from somewhere. But yeah, that's all I need is 5 more kittens. But I got them, whether I want them or not. My daughter told me today, said, "Won't you make go into business and get you one of those, make it one of those cat cafes?" Which I mean, the idea itself sounds pretty daggone good. I don't see how you could go wrong by it. To be quite honest with you, a cat coffee cafe is what it is. It's a cafe, and there's they got cats running around there, and you can go in there and drink coffee. You pay just one fee and drink as much coffee or tea as you want, and whatever you want to drink with it, eat with it, whatever like a donuts or whatever. But and they got cats, they got couches in there and stuff like that, and they got just cats roaming around, and you can pay somebody, buy them a treat and feed them, and and you can adopt them too if you want to. Uh, that's the whole purpose behind it, is to get them adopted, And there's another section of the building where the cats can go in themselves to the litter box and all this stuff. Their food's back there and whatever, you know. But they mingle around people, people likes that. And then again, there's people that don't like cats, and there's people that are allergic to them. But it's a good idea. I mean, I can see it working. I can't see how it would fail. To be quite honest with you, I mean, we gonna make a lot of money? I don't know. It depends on how much you charge. And I'd say you get a lot of backing from different organizations and stuff. I mean, uh, it's a good idea. I just think it's a good idea. Would I do something like it? I don't know. I don't think right now. I probably no, but I mean, we don't have nothing like that around here close. It would go over like gangbusters right here. If I went up Danville and got one and rented a building and done that, oh, it'd be the talk of the town. It would. One thing for sure about it, I wouldn't have to worry about no dad Jim mice being in there. That's for sure. You wouldn't have to worry about that. But yeah, the concept is pretty neat. You know, you're sitting there drinking your coffee, and if you want to give the cat a treat, you can buy them a treat, whatever. That's what these others do. And I'm just going by what they do, and uh, you can tweak it a little bit to however you want. The main purpose, like I said, is to get the cats adopted. You see one you like, and everything. You can adopt it if you want. You know, I'm sure they got something worked out with the Humane Society and all this stuff and all that good stuff, which is a good thing. Uh, you know, you certainly couldn't do it with a dog. I mean, you couldn't have nothing like that, like a dog cafe. It'd be just like stupid. I mean, can you imagine drinking coffee and trying to eat a donut or something in there with a bunch of dogs in there? Good luck. Good luck on that. But you could have something else like that, for dogs and whatever. But it's cats. People like cats. Uh, like I said, well, there's people that don't like cats, and there's people that are allergic to cats. Uh, but all in all, I mean, they like cats. uh, let people bring their kids in there, and have a little thing for the kids. If they want to, just like they would buying coffee, just whatever. Uh, Let them pet the cats, feed them, whatever. The news would spread like wildfire, dude. I can see the potential in it of doing a good thing, and very successful, I would think. Uh, it's about the most surefire successful venture that anybody could get into. I can't see how you would not, you know, be able to make it work. Uh, what if you had your own building without having to rent it? You could modify it to however you wanted to. The sky would be the limit on that. If you was going to really do something like that, I'm sure there would be no problem getting the financial backing to get the job done. Because people like donating to things like that. especially when it involves animals. Uh, that's just the way it is. Uh, from what I've gathered, you don't buy you pay a certain fee when you walk in, and your drink and your coffee and your tea, or if you don't want coffee tea, probably orange juice or whatever you wanted to, no alcohol, but you know, that's all you drink as much as you wanted. You know, how many cups can you drink? You know, hours time or whatever. Not very many, because you're not going to lose a lot. You're not going to lose any like no money. But yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I don't care what anybody says. It's my party, and I cry if I want to. What do you think about that, Barry? Hello, Barry. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. That's another thing. Barry was telling me he come out of the store there, and they said they was calling him Buddy. And yeah, they call everybody Buddy. I ain't you Buddy. No, I'm not your buddy. Barry, you can't spell. That ain't how you spell grief. That is not how you spell grief. You had it right the first time. You had it right the first time. Then he's tried to spell it again and he got it all screwed up. Quit while you're ahead, dude. Hey, if I freeze up, don't pay no attention. I'm still talking. But I'm on Facebook trying to send out a link. Well, never mind. I'm just going to send it up right here. I'm not even going to try Facebook right now because it's probably not going to work no way. It may work, but I don't want to fool with it. Well, I'm just going to throw it out there, and I'm just going to throw it out there, and whoever bites on it, And I know there ain't no trolls out there. If any trolls bites on this, must warn you ahead of time. You're not going to like the outcome. If you come up here and try to do something, no, you're not going. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. But I know there's no trolls, and we got all moderators, so they'll take care of any trolls. But anyway, there's the link, and that's it. I don't know. I'm just about. I'm just about tired of talking, to be quite honest with you. My throat. That's another thing too. That's another thing too. That dadgum scanner going off. The allergies been hitting me hard. My throat's getting a little scratchy, you know. But yeah. Hurry up, buddy. Hurry up, buddy. Are you going to come up here, buddy? Well, y'all know about who I'm talking about. You know, these stores, these convenience stores and everything. We got a guy over here. I call them Haji's. And when you leave, you know they're not sincere when they say it. Have a good day, buddy. You know they're not sincere when they say it. They're just saying it to almost like a con job. It's their nice way of flipping you off as you go out the door. They don't. They're not. They don't care. Goodbye. Oh, there's my buddy. Oh, there's a buddy. Hello, buddy.
Go back to India.
Hello, buddy.
You go back to India.
You buy beer? You buy beer? Buddy? We got lots of beer.
They sure do. Don't let Doris see it.
We got some whiskey too. I don't know how they say whiskey. Whiskey? I don't know. I've never heard them say whiskey before, so I don't know. They say, go ahead.
They probably don't like whiskey.
No. They when they say when they call you buddy, you kind of, it's a condescending. What I was getting, that's the word I was getting to. It's condescending. When you're going out the door, come back again, buddy. That's condescending to them. I mean, I know that it's not sincere. They don't give two craps about you when you're going out. They done got your money. They don't care.
Yeah,
that's condescending.
That's the way that's the way they are towards Americans, but they come over here to live and work.
But it's basically their nice way of flipping you off.
Yeah,
and I hate that. I ain't your buddy, dude. I don't. My gate don't swing that way. But yeah, we can talk about it because it's happened. And anything you hear on the radio or the internet, you can talk about it. That's what I always heard. Anything you hear on the radio or the internet, you can talk about it. Oh, crap. What have you been doing today other than you said it was humid in your house?
Stayed where it wasn't humid.
Yeah. I'm assuming that you had your fans on.
Well, yeah, they don't do anything for humidity.
Yeah. No. Humidity is a hard thing to get away from other than an air conditioner.
Yeah, but you combine heat to it, it gets that, just swampy feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I was watching somewhere, it might have been on YouTube, but it was some idiot on there talking about it. This place out west, I think it was, at the entire city, everybody, it is underground.
Yeah.
And it was like 120 degrees constantly. Now, they just adapt. They just moved everything underground, dude. It was like they got restaurants and everything out there. But it started out as a mining venture. And it's awful cool in here. Why don't we just move down here? The heck with the heat, we'll just move down here. And eventually everybody just moved down there, everything. Moved the whole, where's everybody at? Oh, they're here. You're probably walking over top of them. What? Yeah, they're in there like a bunch of gophers. They got all kinds of, I seen it. It was pretty neat. It makes all kinds of sense. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Perfectly good sense. It'd be warm in the cool in the summertime, warm in winter. It's just natural. Maybe it's what y'all do, Barry, to dig your tunnel and dig your living space on the ground. It's
Might not be a bad idea the way things are going.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, Kind of wished I lived in underground like that. Um, for that reason, and you don't have to worry about no storms. If it's stormed, who cares if it's tornadoes up? I don't care. I'm underground. I don't care. If it blows everything away up top, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know
Well,
how they.
the house over in Shopville like that. It's in the ground except for the front of it.
Yeah, I don't know how they would. I never did watch that part of it. How they ran their electricity and power down in there, but I'm sure they done it. They had all kind of crap. I mean, it was just like a regular houses underneath there, regular rooms and everything, dude. I don't know. It's more power to them. I don't know, but yes, it has been pretty. It's been a nice day, but it's been hot too. But I think it was last time I checked was 75 degrees when I was out today.
Oh, that was 87.
It probably got a little hotter than that towards late afternoon, but
Yeah, I think it was in the 80s about somewhere in the evening.
yeah, it down there, we was down at Liberty. It's probably about 4 o'clock, 4:30 when we went down there, and then yeah. But it surprised me that there ain't no. I know that it could be a possible drought because that river was dry. You could walk plumb out middle ways of it.
Huh.
Yeah, there was mighty, wasn't that much water in it. Yeah, we seen this thing. Well, one of the kids, they looked up, what's that in the water? Got to looking at it because we wasn't too far from it, but a little ways too. It's like a little brown thing on top of the water floating around. It looked like something moving around natural. I said, well, that could be a beaver. From here, I can't tell. And got to watch and watch it, and it was moving just like it was something. Kind of find out it was a big old foamy mass of crap or whatever. It was about that high. It was brown, and James, grandson, went down there, and I said, "Go down there and throw some rocks at it." He went down there and threw some rocks at it, and then he shouldn't have done that because it started stinking. Oh my God! It was like brown foam. Of course, you looked right behind you. You could see the treatment plant.
No.
You could see the treatment plant down river from it, but it wasn't upriver towards us. It was downriver. I said, "Well, that pretty much is probably where it come from." And I thought, what is it? It's probably some kind of creature.
We must be dumping and don't nobody know about it.
Some kind of poop creature.
Yeah.
I swear I got to watching. I said, well, it probably ain't nothing. It's probably that's what I kind of thought it was something just floating like foam. That's what I thought. I said, man, no, that thing's moving like it's actually something alive. Because it'd make it'd go this way and come around, go back around this way, stop, go around, go down and throw a rock at it. Even if it is a beaver, throw a rock at it. See what it does. Ooh, he must have busted a bubble. Something. He said it started stinking. I didn't smell it. We couldn't smell it up there, but it was funny. It was funny. We started walking around through there, and what's that up ahead of us on the trail? Looked like a bicycle. Somebody had parked a bicycle on the trail. And James is up ahead of us. And I said, stop right there where you at. Wait for you to catch up. Don't go up around that bicycle until we get there. And because you don't know what people does, they set stuff out like that just to get you to stop and rob you, that sort of thing. That's what went through my mind anyway. That's how my mind worked a lot of time. And come find out, oh well, no wonder somebody left it here. Tires flat. So it could have been. We think it could have been from that little building as you come into the ag center. You can get bicycles there and just ride them on the trail. I think it's where it come from, and then again, it could not have been. But anyway, what I done, I said, well, I'll just take. You're going around this trail, and it kind of goes in a circle, but it has an actual center trail right down through the middle, from one bridge to the other bridge. It goes into the city. There's a big rock right there on the city end of it. And I said, we'll just take it and park it right there at that rock. And that way, if it belongs to somebody, then there it'll be. When they come back, they'll see it. And if they don't, oh well. But hey, you gotta watch things like that, dude. You gotta watch that. I mean, you see something like I told them. I told the kid, I said, when you see something like that, don't run up on it like that. You kind of scan around. Stay back away from it. Scan around. I said, if it's something you don't see every day, you need to be mindful of it. I mean, how logical could it be? If somebody you see a bicycle sitting there, you're going to naturally, what most people think, they're going to walk up to it, and stop. And they're going to be focused on that bicycle. Here you got a couple people there that's hidden in the bushes or whatever. Walk up on you. You're robbed. See, that's how it works. Or they could not even rob you, could do something else, rob you, or kill you. I mean, that's the way people think nowadays. You can't be too careful. But anyway, it wouldn't turn out to be nothing. But I was watching the whole time. I'd already scanned out ahead of it, and you could see there was woods on the right side of it, and on the left side was the river. So if anybody had been down in there, I would have seen them on the riverside. And if anybody had been on the left side, I would have seen them long before they'd even tried to come up on you. Because I was watching. And they can't hide from this old hillbilly. But, you got these dope heads and stuff, my dude. You cannot let your damn guard down. And I try to instill that in the kids, and tell them that, listen, things ain't nice all the time. There is people that will do bad things. And that's just the way it is. And to get by that, and this may sound weird to most people, but you got to put your mindset like theirs in order to figure them out. But anyway, all in all, it was a pretty good day. I enjoy getting out walk. I like walking and stuff like that. There's another place around Lake Liberty. They've they're working on that pretty good, where you can have trails and stuff like that walking on. I have never been there. I know where Lake Liberty's at, but I've never been up there since they started doing all that. That's where we was aiming to go to start with, and they decided to just go on that trail next to the Ag Center. It's a nice place. They got the wooded area that you got that trail. Then they got a trail, running trail. It's blacktop too. Little small blacktop lane goes all plumb around the land there of the Ag Center. It's a big area. You do 2-3 laps around that. You've got you running in for the day. And it's not now that part that goes around the ag buildings and stuff. There's no wood. There's no woods there, so you can. It's all open. You can see everything, and it's all black. I like it because it's blacktop. It's probably like a 4 or 5 foot wide lane all the way around. Even the trails in the woods that we were on, it's all blacktop. Only thing they don't have is benches. And I found out that they did have benches at one time, and they got vandalized and took them out. But they do need benches in there.
And there's always going to be someone to screw it up for everyone else.
Oh, yeah. That's why I said, that's the way it goes. That's what I was getting ready to say. It takes one idiot to screw it up for everybody else. And, there's a bench. I'm going to go over and destroy it. I don't care. Yeah, I like to caught when I'm doing it. They want to destroy another bench. I'd strap them to it. I'd strap them to it and throw them in the river. Yeah, I need benches. One thing I'll talk to some of them down there and see what we can get benches put in there. The city runs it, but because you can come out one end. One end is on the Ag Center, great big Ag. They was out there today, and I didn't get to film it because my phone went down on me. Battery went down. I didn't film when I left. They was having a big horse show today, and a big equestrian show. There's people out there running their horses out there in the field.
Yeah, you mentioned it in your short.
And I was aiming to get it, and Dad Jim battery went down on the phone, and I didn't get to it. But anyway, that was that, and on that side, and then on the other side is they got that lane you can go all the way through. They got 2 bridges here on the ag side, and the other side's towards the city side. You walk right across that city side and right in town. It's laid out good. And I was impressed from how it's laid out, and they've done a lot of work to it and everything. But there were a lot of people enjoying it today, that's for sure. There's people walking and people riding their bikes and people jogging and just different things.
Did you end up putting that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 airband channel in your scanner?
I can't remember, Barry. I can't remember.
Today, there's some interesting traffic on it. I could only hear one side of it. It wasn't English. Part of it wasn't English. The rest of it was not. And I couldn't recognize the language well enough. But
what was the frequency now? I can't.
I'm going to type it in the chat. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Yeah, because I remember you gave it to me, but I can't remember if I put it in. I don't think I did. But I will do it here in a minute. Put it in there. After the lives I will, I'll put it in there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50.
They call it fingers. That's where they kind of use it like a CB channel. Really not supposed to. But
Yeah.
the pilots do. But
Yeah,
they it sounds suspicious to me. One kept saying Allah,
Huh.
and he was saying some other words I couldn't understand. Real short. They had conversation and all of a sudden got quiet, and I just assumed the other plane was talking or other radio. I'm going to say radio because
Yeah.
people have been known to use that frequency on the ground even though they're not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying, he would say Allah, and then he would say some other word, but it was one word at a time when they weren't having a conversation. And I wished I could have heard the other side of the conversation. It would make more sense, but
Yeah.
Well,
it's hard to put your finger out. You might be on something there, dude. I mean, we don't know what's going on, and a lot of people don't either, except the 3-letter agency. They know what's going on, I think, but they don't. They are listening to stuff like that. They do have
they've got listening just all over America.
They got balloons right over top of us all the time, very high in there above the main airline traffic. There's the intelligence balloons. They're over the country all the time, listening. But still, they don't mean a thing. They may be listening, but they might not have caught that. Who knows? Then they might have caught it too. But anyway, you're on something. Hello there, Gear Grinder 19. Welcome in there. Welcome in there. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Who knows, Barry? You liable to hear anything, especially when you got stuff like that. We got these scanners and stuff. A lot of people are not paying attention. They don't have them, and they're not paying attention, see? And these nefarious people are not thinking that, people's not listening, so we'll get on here and do this. That's where it's at.
Especially if you're from another country, you don't know how people use their radios in America.
That's worth a lot of it too. Yeah, you're right on
that's
that.
Part of the reason why I have so many.
Something
doesn't sound right to me, and it feels wrong. I'm gonna get a hold of the right people and say, "Look, this is what I heard. It doesn't, This is my home. It's not theirs. They shouldn't be here."
When they mention Allah like that, I mean, that doesn't mean that they're getting kind of nefarious overtones, but then again, it does. We know it's nobody from here that's American.
But the rules, even for aircraft ban, the rules say you can't use another language in America. You have to speak English.
Yeah, you got to use English.
Especially on the air band.
Mm-hmm.
HF or AM. It doesn't matter.
Yep. Sideband, upper sideband, on ham, you got to use plain English.
You can't use any way to hide what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I said that's just the way it is, and a lot of people are not paying attention because they don't have some of the radios to catch it. See, and these dudes they going around. Well, they're not thinking that people has got them. Some people do have them radios, and they're not thinking about that. And you know, they're getting on there and doing their little uh, meetings there, or it could be just general talking. It would be. I would hate for something to happen, but if something did happen a little bit after you heard that, then you could put exactly two and two together. Say, listen, that's probably had something to do with it.
Yeah.
You know.
I have actually heard people on the ground. They had to been around here within a 10-mile radius because some radios on the ground don't work as well as they do in the air. But I've heard people talking on them and use them just like they would an FRS walkie-talkie you buy at Walmart.
Yeah.
And plenty of them have been busted in the in the past years, and there's no reason they wouldn't get busted now too.
Yeah, people think the FCC ain't going to bust somebody. Nowadays, they are. There's several different accounts of the FCC busting people. If they'll bust, they got charges against the View. The FCC does.
Oh, good.
They're going after. I was watching it.
I would like to be.
I was seeing a story about the other day, and they were going to go after the View. FCC is and everything like that. There's another case too that they're working on. But the FCC is out there. They're busting people now because now there's a new sheriff in town, and number two, that they're probably needing money, and who knows?
Yeah, well, FCC, that's what keeps them afloat is people doing violations. Companies do violations of private citizens.
Wait, yeah. Oh,
they're not funded 100% by the federal government. They are funded by the money that they get from finding companies and people and individuals that are messing up and breaking the law. And so
what people thinks about it though, see, the FCC, they have to bust people. They have to enforce so long because that's where they get their money funding from. Like, we had so and so many thousand cases this quarter. That's how they get their funding too. They're getting a per activity. Well, it looks like y'all had a busy year, so we're going to give you some more money. That's how it works. And say it gives them a incentive. Plus, they don't get a whole lot from the government, but they do get enough per their activities. Just like the FBI and all the rest of them, it's all funded through need and usage. From what I gathered on it, I mean, but yeah, they're busting people right and left right now, and over what was minor infractions 10 years ago, they're busting them now. Which is a good thing. I mean, in some ways they need to clean it up. And they'll probably get around to it eventually. And on the CB, they'll clean that up too. People think, well, they ain't going to fool with it. Yeah, you never know. You never know. But at the end of the day, you know, you never know what you're going to hear on them on the scanner. Hello there, Gear. I seen you pop in there, Gear. Yeah, we're just in there for a little bit longer there. I ain't gonna keep it too late. We got in here about 9:30, and I'm gonna cut her off here in a little while. Not gonna be running too late, so.
Silly cat.
Oh yeah. Well, you probably heard me talking about them kittens. So boy, that's something else.
Yeah.
Dad Jim said things gonna be running around here in another 2 weeks. Yeah, and businesses, yeah, and they should, you know.
It is official. Walmart is switching over to 900 megahertz.
Huh.
And they're doing it because of all those people that were pranking them. Well,
Yeah.
what they fail to understand, depending on the price, because Redibus keeps changing the price. But you can go on eBay and buy 900 megahertz license-free radios. That's what Walmart's using.
Mm-hmm.
All they did was just move to another band that someone's going to be able to screw around on.
Mm-hmm.
What they need to do is take advantage of DMR, a digital mobile radio, and they'll be in the 900 megahertz band, and it'll be encrypted. And they won't be on the same frequency every time they key up because it's strong. So it will go to, it's a spread spectrum. It'll bounce around different channels. And I'm trying to get a set of those radios, but like I said, Redibus keeps changing the damn price on it.
Yeah. Well, MERS, and they were on MERS there for a while, and Walmart.
Yeah, those radios are so easy to buy, the MERS radios. That now they're showing, the old Walmart MERS radios are showing up on eBay
Mm-hmm.
because they don't know where else to put them.
Yeah.
MERS is a great band if you want to get away from, but honestly, 900 megahertz, if you can get the ones that do analog digital, it's like the ones I'm trying to get. You don't have to worry about, like, the only thing that the FCC is going to be able to hear it, but the average Joe, nah, not so much.
Yeah. Could be hid. Sure. I let them radios you let me have, them little bitty ones. I let Vanessa take them down there. She took them on a trip they had, and she asked me what could they keep them a little longer. The kids was wanting to play with them. Well, not play with them, but use them a little bit. Yeah, I let them use
Nothing
them.
wrong with that.
They wanted to use them a little bit. They have them blast out of it and stuff like that. And they're getting you some use out of it anyway. They'll take care of them, but I mean, they just had a blast with it. Talking on it stuff and everything. They used it up there. They didn't even use it. They took it when they went to Comic-Con, and I thought they was going to use it just keep in touch with the kids, but they didn't. They all stayed together pretty much all the time. They didn't use them.
Mm-hmm.
But, they'd been great for that, and everything. But yeah, I don't know. All right, there, Gear. Go serve up supper and appreciate you coming in there, brother. And you hang around there if you want to, or if you leave, then okay, there, Gear. You have yourself a good one too, there, brother, and take care of yourself. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, we just in here beating around there just to hear ourselves talk. I mean, ain't nothing but a thing. I was saying earlier, I don't think these seeds that I planted is going to, these cherry tomatoes, I don't think they're going to be up in time for the planting. They may come up later on, maybe, but I'm going to have to get some plants. And, well, I already planned on doing that anyway, but, okay there, Gary, that's good. All right. Yeah, we're going to have to get some plants. And like I said, I was going to anyway, but finding a good place to get them. I got a couple places we usually get them at, but you know, if I can get some cheaper price, that's where it's at. Some of them are pretty reasonable. I think it's like $4 or $5 for 4 or 3. That ain't too bad. And there's some places that's a little higher than that for not as many. But if them cherry tomatoes, they come up, start sprouting and everything, get up to where I can plant them, then I'll still set them out. But oh yeah, we got a Amish down there below Liberty where we live at. They're selling them right now down there. I may have to just I may drive down there just for the heck of it, just to check them out. And I got a couple of places here local that we usually get plants from, but yeah, they got several. Well, they got 2 Amish stores down there below Liberty, and that's the one that had the tomato plants. I think it was like 3 or 4 of them for $5 or $6. Which wasn't bad. It wasn't very bad.
No, it's about average.
And some of them higher. We were checking, some of them were higher. All the plants I'm going to get is, of course, a couple of different varieties of tomatoes. And I'm going to get some cabbage. I mean, well, maybe some cabbage and some cantaloupes. That's it. I've already got my potatoes out there, seed potatoes out there in the building, ready to go. And I just got to I'm gonna get a bag of. That's pretty cheap right there. That's pretty daggone cheap right there. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. Yeah, I'm sure they're probably about that price down there too. I just ain't even went down there. And quite honest with you, there, I probably I think I just forgot all about them. I'll be honest. I was down there earlier today. I could have probably went on down there and looked, and never did cross my mind. And that's the way it goes. But I'll get around to it. But yeah. I know one thing that seeds are hard to get started without the right conditions. You can do whatever you want to do, and if the conditions ain't right, they're not going to sprout. And that's, you can put a stick of dynamite on them and they still wouldn't sprout. And that's just the way that goes.
Your average price for one plant that's already started from Walmart is about $5.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. And
Except now there's some like lettuce or broccoli that you get six in a in a container, and you get about $5.94. So that's about a dollar, almost a dollar a plant. You know.
yeah, yeah. Well, you get one about that big, though. And you try to stick it in there, it's going to take it about a week or two to, get back in growing. But yeah, I ain't worried about none of that crap. That crap is just, yeah, just gonna plant them. I'm gonna buy some Dad Jim plants, and if these come up, they come up. They don't, I don't care. But you gotta have the right conditions. That's just all this about it. Yeah, they don't like. Yeah, they like to try to keep it down there, as much as possible. The Amish, but they're and I'm wanting to check with them and see how they do their seeds, starting them, because I can guarantee Jim to you that they're not using all this crap that everybody else is using to get their plants to grow from seeds. They're not doing it because that's not how Amish work. I would love to get down there and
They're using that Amish voodoo.
they do something, Barry, because you know as well as I do that they ain't using all this newfangled crap. And they're doing the same thing they've been doing for hundreds of years, or whatever. I would like to get down there and just observe, to see how they do it. Uh, which I'm pretty much can guarantee you how they're doing it. I almost know, but I want to be sure. It's real simple. Simple. Uh, they know what to do. They know how to garden. They know how to farm, and because they use the old ways, and that's a lost art. That's a lost art, and I want to know it. I want to know, and I guarantee if I went down there and observed, it would probably refresh my memory because I forgot a lot of this stuff. Because I was too small when Grandma and them raised a garden to know of that. Or anything. I wasn't. I was too small to pay attention to how they done it. They didn't. They didn't uh, buy plants. I know that much for a fact. Uh, but yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do this year. I'm stuff that I can eat and then enjoy, and maybe share with somebody else. Because I know I'm going to have more than I can eat. And if the good Lord allows me to grow anything, then I'm going to share it cost free. That's just how I look at it. And, you know, that's the only way to look at it. But I'm in the long run now. I don't like much. All I got to do is I got to get some fertilizer, and I should have already got it. I should have got it today, and already would have had it, and but I didn't. But I'll get it Monday or Tuesday, something like that. But no, I won't do it Monday. But I gotta be busy down at church Monday. Hope maybe. Well, anyway, one day this week, and I'll get some plans one day this week. Probably by, if the Lord lets me live, then I'll by this time next week I'll have plants in the ground, and I'm gonna do one row. I only got a little small bag of seed potatoes, little small bag. By the time I cut them up, they'll make a whole row. One row of them, heal it good, heal it about twice, and that's all you need. When them potatoes start coming out of the ground, I learned this. An old man told me this: as them potatoes start coming out of the ground, heal it, just cover them over, and it builds it up. See, when they come up, you got more potatoes in there. Heal it about twice. That's all you need. I didn't do that last year. I had decent type potatoes last year. They wasn't too thick in the row, but I had pretty good little mess out of them. But I didn't heal them that much. That's done them. But I'll get this year. But I knew the coming, and if I can get things in the ground and get a good rain on it, that'd be great. We're supposed to get some rain next week. A decent chance, not a gully washer, but it's a decent chance. And we need it, Barry. We need some rain.
Yeah,
And we need some rain in these woods here to dampen these woods down, because we don't want to see no dead Jim forest fires. And you know as well as I do, that's what's fixing to happen. And, what, hello, Shawnee. I seen you pop in there, but I was talking and ranting. But, welcome in. Yeah, I think they're going to give us. We got a chance for next week. A little rain. Like I said, no gully washer, but I think they said towards next weekend is a little bit more better chance. But I hope it holds off, but it does what it wants to. But if it holds off until I get something in the ground, that'll tickle me. I hate to do it on a Sunday, which I probably won't do it. But I thought I started to say I was going to get the fertilizer tomorrow, and but I won't. I'll wait till Monday to do it, but because I ain't got no plants no way other than potatoes. So,
I need to go outside tomorrow, look at my strawberries. They probably turning red now.
Yeah. My next door neighbors, they took up their landscaping in front of their house.
Yeah.
The timbers and stuff, and all the dirt that was in it.
Yeah.
And they said, "What do you want this dirt?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take them." "Do you want these landscaping timbers?" "Yeah, I'll take them."
There
you want to do? Just pile it up where they were.
you go.
Oh, that was some black dirt. That is the blackest dirt. I mean, it's as black as that mic color right there.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I got to looking at it. And I said, "What kind of dirt is that?" You know. And it's just like, oh my God, that is a. If I had that dirt, I probably them seeds probably went.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where they got. I think I know. I think the one that put it in before they moved in nowhere, they had it brought out in a truck. Regular. I think that's where it come from. It didn't come out of no bag.
Was the neighbor closest to your parking spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all them dirt, all that dirt. She took it out there, some of it, and my antenna there, and made a little bed right there with it. Put some flower seeds in there next to the strawberry plants we got there. And I'm gonna take the timbers. And I'm gonna make a flower bed out front, and everything. I like we got went to the. That's oh yeah, that's another thing we done. Was day yesterday? Anyway, it was day before yesterday. Went and got down to the library and got it was yesterday. Went down there and got some more seeds out of the library. Flowers this time, different types. Yeah, some. I know there, Shawnee. We got some bump next door when they took up all their timbers and stuff, and dirt. They had these flags in there, and they're bulbed plants. So I took all them out, and we're gonna plant. I'm gonna give them away, and we're plant them. You know,
Sup,
get
Shawnee?
around. No,
Just
Shawnee.
listening to where to jump in at. I have potatoes to plant. I have 50 pounds of this. 50
Yeah.
pounds I'm supposed to be planting, but I can't. You don't plant in the mud, And then I've got onions that I'm gonna put back in to get them to flower and make a seed.
I've
But
done
again,
that before.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Did you get a flower and a seed?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You'd be surprised how many you get off that.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I've done it. I've done it just for the heck of it one time, and yeah.
But yeah, these are they have really good green growth because
Yeah.
you don't want the long leggy ones. You want strong. So I am probably gonna prep a new spot and trench them and hill them like you're talking.
Yeah, we'll hit them about twice. They said
Yeah.
as soon as they start poking out of the ground, just throw the dirt over them. That way it builds it up. And they'll poke right through there again. When it comes up again the second time, just heal up close to the top. Not all the way, but depends on how much
I'd
potatoes.
love to mulch it.
If you want to produce a lot of potatoes, that's how you do it. But I mean, you know what I'm saying. But
Taters.
taters. You want some
I don't
taters?
know.
Oh
I
my
want to
God.
get some organic straw and mulch it.
Yeah.
Potatoes are good.
Potatoes are good every time, all forever. They'll keep the wolves away when nothing else won't. They are good food. Actually, they're the easiest and the most beneficial as far as food that you can plant. If you think about it, they're easy to plant. They'll grow pretty much. Just throw them on the ground, they'll grow, I think.
I think they're easy to plant. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But, a lot of people can't eat potatoes because it's starchy. But,
That's true.
Oh,
People's bodies don't process.
Sorry.
I think I have to go
didn't-
check the pizza.
I didn't. What I wanted to do was do sweet potatoes, and I'm not seeing any sweet potato seed potatoes. So what I've seen people do on sweet potatoes, they'd get a sweet potato and put it somewhere and let it sprout,
Yep.
and then cut them off. I would like to have some sweet potatoes because I love sweet potatoes,
Yeah.
and I just want things that I can eat and stuff like that. And I love lettuce and stuff like that, but I didn't prepare lettuce blade. I should have. I got plenty of room. I should have plowed it all and done one section of it, made a bed, and prepared it for lettuce and stuff like that. But I didn't do it. And, but that's the way it goes. Cabbages. I'm gonna tell you what, dude. The reason why I'm planting some cabbages, you can only get small heads. You can't get big heads no more. You can only get small ones at Walmart and different places, and they're outrageous, dude.
Oh, I know.
And I remember when cabbage was this big. Now they're down. They downsized them. They've downsized them, and
Well, it's such a hurry. They're in such a hurry to get produce to market that they don't give it a chance to get big anymore. But some vegetables, they force it. They force it to ripen while it's being shipped.
Yes.
I bought one of my deliveries. I bought, uh, fresh romaine lettuce because I can't. I just don't get any flavor out of iceberg. And
Yeah.
It was $2.14 for two heads of romaine. But I went through that faster than I thought I would.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm to get some greens, lettuce, garden lettuce, and Grandpa and them. They always would have a lot in their garden, and how he liked to eat it, and he got me started on it, which I haven't ate it in a while. You take that lettuce, dude, and put in a pan. They first put lard in there. Get that lard in there good. Put that lettuce in there. Well, they get that grease good and wet. I mean, good and wet. Liquid. They put that lettuce and stuff and carrot and onion and stuff in a plate. Pour it, grease over top of that. A little bit of salt if you want it. Oh boy. You talking about good. Once you ever taste of that, you go, what in why have I not ate this before?
I do that with collard greens, and
collard greens, yeah.
I'll do it with the dandelion leaves because they're just like a green too.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't bring themselves to eat the leaves of a dandelion, but oh, dude, so good.
And
you throw some red cider vinegar on that. Oh, So good.
You put that meat grease, pour that meat grease on them lettuce, on that green stuff, boy. Oh my God! It just hot grease. The hot grease is what sets it off. It's a country thing. It's a hillbilly. It's a country thing. And it's I don't know if Shawnee's ever ate it or not, but
I don't like cooked greens. I have my
they're,
second
they're
round
not
of lettuce
they're not cooked. You pour the
indoors.
grease
Oh.
over top.
Okay.
You put your grease, your lettuce in the plate, your plate.
Well, big a fire.
You know how you harvest lettuce and then you leave the root in
Yeah.
and then it grows again? That's what this one is.
But you don't have to.
Heck yeah.
You just pour that hot grease over your plate there with them greens on there. Oh my Lord!
I'll
It
take your word for it, Kentucky man.
You have to. I mean, you ought to try it one time. I tell you what, you
I
try it one time, you'll slap yourself.
don't know if I
Bacon
did.
grease. Bacon grease is even better.
Yeah, you can use it, and your tongue goes pow, 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 pow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to Kentucky where I can eat a lot of that. That's what you'll do. You want to move down south, maybe not to Kentucky, but somewhere down south. Oh yeah. But I'll give you a pass on that because a lot of people don't know about that little recipe. I haven't ate, like I said, in a while. It's been a few years.
And I had no shortage of dandelions.
Oh yeah, I know you don't. And I know I don't have any very few dandelions in my yard.
Well, that means your yard's got plenty of calcium.
And they're not. They was in there at one time, but they disappeared. But your yard's full of them. You look like it snowed in your yard after I mowed it, and they come up, put it like, yeah. I don't know. What a person likes to eat. But I tell you, Shawnee she'd never be the same when she ever took a try of that. It'd be like, what in the world? How did I live this long and not eat this? I don't understand. Yeah.
Did you say you grow sweet potatoes there?
I'm going to. I thought about it. I may do it if I can find some seeds.
You mean slips?
Excuse me.
I was aiming to get sweet potato back early and get it started from seed. Get it started. But I didn't. I procrastinated and didn't do it. That's a big word, I know.
Well, at least you're a pro at something.
Procrastination.
That's why we can't get anything done in America. We're a procrastination.
Oh, this comes from somebody that spilled grief right the first time, but wrong the
At least
second.
I can type. You hot and pack. Oh, there.
It's what got me. I go, you spelled it right the first time. You spelled it the second time. You got it all wrong.
It's not easy typing with a cat in your way.
Oh, yeah.
Lay your cat between.
Oh, blame it on the cat.
Over it.
Blame it on the cat. That's good, though. That's why I have cats here, so I can blame stuff on them. Yeah. It's like people have dogs that they blame stuff on. I have cats. And there's one of them.
But she finally decided, I'm going to move. She laid on top of the computer.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I know one thing. I hope Rusty gets out of her mood. Oh my God, that cat. Poor Toby. It can come in the house. When he comes in the house to get his food, he's just like looking around to make sure she ain't nowhere around. And he comes in and out and sneaks in and sneaks back out because as soon as she sees him, for some reason, she'll come right toward him and pow, 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 pow. Why? I have no idea. And he looks at her like, what did I do? I didn't do nothing. I think she's moody. Very moody. Golly, I said, he even got up on Mary's lap the day before yesterday to avoid Rusty. And she went right up her after him. And she got scratched in the process. I said, I don't know what to tell you. You was in the combat zone is all I know. You were, what they call it, collateral damage. God, I should probably get out of that before too long. Susan kittens start. But she's always been that way toward him. She don't like him for some reason. I don't know.
So you haven't seen the kittens yet?
Oh yeah, they're in the house.
They're in the house.
Yeah, she moved them she moved them day before yesterday into the house and into the closet in the bedroom.
The closet again, huh?
Yeah, she packed them in there. We sit there and watched her do it.
Okay. So how many do you have?
5.
5. Okay.
Their eyes are open and trying to come out.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, there's another 2 weeks. They'll be escaping. I put a little piece of cardboard in front of that way they, can't get out. But that's not going to stop them eventually. It's not going to stop them. Especially the two. Like there's always in a litter of kittens. There's always 1 or 2 that's like the leader or the gang leader or the one who starts everything. And I've got 2 that is the starters, as I like to call them. They're the ones that gets in their mind, oh, I'm leaving. I'm escaping. Or I'm going to climb over that barrier you got there. And there's always 1 or 2 that will do that. And the rest follows. Oh, look at him. He climbed over that. Now we can do it too. And you might well just forget it after that. Oh, she don't. She goes in there to him. She lays right in front of the closet now. She was in there, stayed in there with him. Now she's just in front so she can protect them, I guess. But I know she'd put them in there eventually or have them in there. But
and what does Toby think of the kittens?
Oh, he don't. I don't think he knows they're back there yet because he ain't had a chance to know it. She don't let him anywhere close to it.
Right. Okay.
No, that he's lucky to be able to go eat his food in the kitchen without threat of being beat on. I had to stay in there a couple times, or me and her both had to stay in there a couple times just so he could get his food and shoo her away. God, I don't know what's wrong with that cat. But the only thing I know is the simple term would be moody and mean. Well, not mean, she's just protective. She's a good cat. I mean, not a good cat and everything, but Barry knows he got one up there the same way. And that's where it come from, the same bunch. So they got it in them. Now, her sister don't even do that. This is meek and uh, loving and don't care. They all avoid her. The problem is she don't bother none of the rest of the cats, but they all give her a wide berth. Even the big tomcats don't fool with her unless they're wanting to procreate. But anyway, it's funny.
Turbo had brought another cat I've never seen before around. I
Oh,
think
he'll
this is
bring.
the third or fourth one now that's came and visited, and then I don't know where they go. I don't know where they live.
Well, they go. Hey, let's go visit my house a little bit. And,
Like how far?
let me show you where I live at.
And he sticks around, you know.
Let me show you where I live
He
at.
comes in at night, and it's like, how far do cats travel?
Oh, a long ways.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they'll travel. They're a long. I didn't think that, but they've got a wide territory. He's probably been everywhere,
Hey, I got kids to play with. Come on.
and and he's picked up his friends, and hey, let me show you where I live at. Blah blah. Oh no, you can't stay here, but I'm gonna show you where I live at.
Yeah, he doesn't let them in the house or in the van.
Now he
'Cause he goes and sits in the van.
yeah, that's his place, and yeah, he'll drag them in there. He might get used to that. That's gonna happen. He probably a big string of cats following him. Oh yeah, 3 miles from home. That ain't that. Yeah, 3 miles. They got a big radius they travel. I watched a thing one time about they put some kind of tracking devices on these cats on their collars and was tracking them, see how far they actually went, and it was remarkable. They had a very wide area that they went, especially the tomcats. They a lot further. See, during mating season, the tomcats will go from wherever. Until they get a little bit older, and maybe as they get older, they get rheumatism, and they're not so limber no more, and they kind of start hanging around close to the house.
I saw you were on a walk the other day.
Today, too.
It was today.
Mm-hmm.
Like a cool place.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was a nice place. Went walking in and got enjoying the sun and stuff and everything. It was kind of a last minute idea, and I'm glad I went. And a little adventure, I guess. I didn't get to film as much as I wanted to. My phone battery went down, and my camcorder battery it wasn't charged up. So only thing I had was my actual camera, and I let my granddaughter. I said, take this and just take pictures, whatever you want to take pictures of. And I haven't went through them yet. As soon as I get it full, then I'm gonna transfer it over to the thumb drive, and I may make a big collage. And for my channel, a big collage of pictures. But no, I didn't get to film too much.
Do you always walk with a cane?
It's a walking stick.
It's a walking stick? Like so it's straight up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Walking stick. I've got two of them. That's a small one. Okay. I've already broke it twice and fixed it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. No, well, sometimes I don't use it when I'll take it with me, but I don't walk with it all the time. I use it though.
He's not that old yet.
No, I like pretending I'm Gandalf or something. When I walk there. And you shall not pass. Stand on the bridge, and there'll be people trying to cross. You shall not pass. Well, we're going to pass anyway. I said you shall not pass because I am Gandalf of the Shire. What? You need a Shire?
It looks like they're redoing all those again.
I hope not.
With a new cast and crew, they're redoing all the Harry Potter movies, I think.
Harry Potter. I'm talking about Lord of the Rings.
I know, but I don't have Mark next to me to give me information about that, so I just
I've just
give
corrected
what I know.
Harry
Sorry.
Potter. Well, they need to recast that. If they recast Lord of the Rings, I don't know how they can make it any better. But
Better leave Lord of the Rings alone.
Yeah, I doubt anyone would ever touch it. It's fine.
they could probably redo Harry Potter and probably make it better because I never was much of a Harry Potter. I watched a few of the movies, but I really didn't into Harry Potter.
Mark likes Lord of the Rings, but I don't watch it. I've never watched it.
I've got all the Lord of the Rings movies, and I got all the books too. I got the.
I think I know the music. I think I know the soundtrack to some of them. But
The book is better.
you guys read the book, I imagine.
Yeah, the book's a lot better than the movie, I think. I mean, just the movie just puts visual and that visual aspect on it, but they left a lot of it out of the movie. Of course, they're going to. If they put everything that was in the book into the movie would be like they'd have to make 3 sequels,
Right.
which they did have 3 sequels. They had to be like.
What were they, like 2.5 hours long or something?
Yeah, they'd have to make one. The first one they would have had to made it at least 3 hours or better, and that's why they left. And what they left out was, I think, was the most. It told more about the story, I think. But there's one little segment in there about Bilbo Baggins when they went to this one old man, he had a wife that was a fairy.
Ooh.
And his name was, and there was a book about him. J.R. Tolkien wrote a book about him and everything, his adventure. And they left it out.
Okay.
Which if somebody never read the book, they would never know it. But I did.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed it right off the bat. Well, this is misleading, and I don't know. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it until they change it. Barry said he'd be right back.
I just saw that. Place your bets on what he's doing.
Coffee. I'm gonna say coffee. You're probably gonna say bathroom, or it could be bathroom and coffee.
I didn't have coffee today. I just had green tea, and I really wanted coffee.
Green tea's okay, but coffee, I don't know.
The night's still young.
You can always fix you a cup of coffee tonight.
And it's like, I barely have any left.
There ain't no rules against it. Well, that's the only rule.
I can't have coffee. I told Barry at like 8 o'clock tonight, I want coffee right now, but I can't have it that late at night. I'll be up till 6 a.m.
No bother me.
You guys have that personality where it doesn't affect you.
Oh.
where you guys can just have caffeine at night and then you go to bed. I can't. I'm sensitive to it.
Oh. Well, there's a lot of people can't do that.
What were you doing, Barry?
Hmm,
It's like he's eating peanuts.
Peanuts?
close enough.
Oh.
Peanut butter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Peanut butter.
We were talking about peanut butter today. We might switch to buying a bigger container of it.
Yeah, I'm to the point where I need to buy like the whole factory.
What kind do you like?
Well, I used to like Jif, but Jif has got to where it hardens in the container before you even get to finish it.
No.
So I bought
Some,
that.
some of that peanut butter that you get is not real peanuts.
I like creamy.
Not real peanut butter. Some of it ain't. I learned that. I can't remember the exact brand it is actual real, but
We've been just buying the grocery store brand.
Amazon's got a pretty good peanut butter.
Oh, do they? What is their brand called?
They keep changing their brand, but it's Amazon brand.
Oh,
Keep
they
changing
okay.
the name.
They haven't settled on a name, huh?
The only thing I don't like is they put hydrogenated vegetable oil and cottonseed in most of this peanut butter that you buy. Even the Skippy's got it, but Skippy tastes pretty good. But I don't know what they've done to Jif.
well, I was reading that somewhere. It might have been on YouTube. I was watching it. They was talking about that there was a whole lot of peanut butter brands that wasn't actual real peanut butter.
Well, the ingredients tell you what's in it.
And,
Should go look.
there was a couple brands that was actual real peanut butter. Even the old brands that we were used to growing up, like Jiffy and stuff like that. I think they said that some of them wasn't. It might not be Jiffy per.
So
It's something else.
it's called 365 by Whole Foods Market. That's Amazon's peanut butter, and its ingredients is peanuts.
Yeah.
Dry roasted peanuts, cane sugar, palm oil, and salt.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I understand why molasses is in there. Because if it wasn't, then it would harden before it even got to the store.
That's why they put it in there. It's a
But
preservative.
molasses won't.
Some of them put honey in it.
There's molasses in the one I just read.
The one that I've ate peanut butter, not my favorite peanut butter is the time it's got honey in it. Honey mixed in with it. Oh, I think it's good. But, yeah, peanut butter is a good staple.
Yeah, we just are low on it, so we're trying to make a decision on where we go next. If we keep buying the same one, the littler one, or we get a different company and a bigger one, am I going to look at ingredients more carefully and get all into that? I don't know what to do.
Well, I know one thing. What I was talking about a minute ago makes sense because I just remembered that I like no bake cookies, and of course one of the ingredients is peanut butter.
Yeah.
And I noticed that some of them, you try to make it no bakes out of some certain brands, it don't turn out right. There's something about the peanut butter.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
One.
and
Well-
some brands are perfect. Some brands
Yeah,
are
like there's a oats, honey, peanut butter
not.
kind of a
Chocolate. Cocoa.
energy ball that I make for the kids, and
Oh, dude, I used to make that too.
Oh, I love that. I love
know,
what I call
add
overload.
whatever.
You
Yeah.
put in the fridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mine, the recipe was peanut butter, honey, oats, raisins if you're into raisins, coconut, and vanilla.
Okay. Yeah.
I love
But
my no bakes.
you could switch it around, but I remember that way back when they were diagnosing me because that was one thing they were like, you could get an instant boost off of this and it's natural.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, back then peanut butter was peanut butter, right?
Mhm.
Wasn't all this other garbage.
Yeah. Now that's the problem. When I watched that video that talked about it, yeah, I never really noticed. I noticed there was a difference in the taste, and that when you're trying to make something with it, there was a difference. And I guess that old cheap stuff that you get discounted, whatever. It's a cheap brand or whatever. Now that stuff is fake. What have you? I don't know. Peanut butter is good, I guess. What
Yeah.
is
I wonder
that?
if there's a peanut butter that doesn't have all of the bad oils in it.
Yeah, that's what I wonder. It would take you, several hours out of your day where you could be doing something else to just research all the peanut butter out there. The ones that claim to be all natural.
Yeah,
You know,
I may go blank on you a little bit, but I'm still in here. I'm trying to.
Okay. I
I'm,
see that you
I'm looking.
froze.
I'm looking at this link that's
Yeah,
in the
he said
chat.
2 types of peanut butter he put in there. And it's like, I also have to keep in mind if the kids think it's yucky, then it's not worth buying.
Wow.
yeah.
All of those natural peanut butters, you have to like stir it because it separates, and none of them are going to want to deal with that.
180 calories. Oh.
I
Okay.
have said this before. I'm a sun butter gal, not a peanut butter gal, but I have to use it in the house for lots of things.
Mm.
And I do go for creamy
Sunflower butter.
sunflower butter. Yeah.
Oh,
I get it at Walmart.
I haven't bought any in a while.
Oh, this one's just peanuts and salt.
Yeah, that last one was peanuts and salt. Yeah.
Yeah. No molasses or sugar or nothing. Once again. Why'd they choose a raccoon?
I'll be right back. You hold the boat down. I'll be back in momentarily. I gotta get a cup.
Oh, the fort is being held. How's everybody doing tonight? My day.
At least it's not being held at gunpoint.
We're all here willingly. We're just monitoring. What? Oh, Mark said Gandalf is his favorite. Because I told him we were talking about Lord of the Rings, and he goes, lore is a pretty rad topic. Gandalf's my favorite if anyone's curious. And I've read them all, including Hobbit and Silmarillion, I think is how you say it. I don't know nothing about it. But yeah, no, today was a nice rest day because of the weather. I know you didn't have anything planned finally. And so it didn't go the way I thought it would go at all. and I kept falling asleep. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you back?
I'm back, I think. Did you? I see y'all held the fort down good.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't attacked by Indians.
Mm-mm. No, Mark said that lore is a pretty good topic. Did you hear me say that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What does
Yeah,
that mean?
Lord ain't pretty good.
What does that mean, Barry?
I had to go back through and read the book again to refresh my memory on a lot of
Well,
it. A lot of it I forgot.
I wonder what the audio person sounds like. I bet you it's on an audiobook. It's probably a guy reading it, you think?
Yeah, it's probably some guy with a British accent,
A
Yeah.
British accent? Okay.
probably. Another good is the Chronicles of Narnia is a good one. I got all of them.
Okay.
The Chronicle, I got them in a box. They come in a box. The Chronicles of Narnia.
More imagination stuff.
Mm-hmm. And some of them, some of these books, not this one, but I got a bunch of fantasy books. I'm gonna deposit somewhere else, give them away, or
Okay.
I don't need them. I don't read them. I don't read them. The Chrome. 1, 2, 3, 7 books in this little. Wait a minute. We do the big thing. It's Chronicles 9. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I haven't seen that set in
I
years.
like that one. I like that one. I got this one at I'm in Goodwill. I look for things like that. But yeah, I got a bunch of crap paperbacks that I need to deposit. I need to give them. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna bundle them, box them up. And I'm gonna take them. And these little. Well, I thought about doing these little. What we have here, you might have them up there too. These little stands, like a little house on a pole, and they got people. They have books in them.
A free little library.
And I thought about just every once in a while taking a couple there and putting them in there or whatever. But just to get rid of them.
I had got a box set. Not a box set. It's like a random bundler.
Yeah.
I did 110 books
Mm-hmm.
total. And so we've gotten them now, and we're trying to go through and see, like, what are the ones that we absolutely don't want to keep. And then what we'll do is go around to the little libraries and drop them off in there.
Yeah, I got 3. I got one, the main Lord of the Rings. Well, you probably already seen that one. I showed that, I think. I've had it for a long time. I think I bought that. I bought that actually at Walmart when the first Lord of the Rings movie come out. Which I know. I don't. I'm thinking I already had it before it actually came out into stores. You could, I think it was already in cinemas, but it hadn't come out on DVD yet. But I'd already been reading on it. I never did go watch it, but after I watched the DVD, it was okay. But there was so much.
What?
There was so much they could have done. What?
What you saying what for?
What?
Why does your chat say Arwen FTW? What does that even mean?
Arwen, she was the elven.
Yeah. No. Let me look. Let me kind of get in here and look.
Fowler's daughter, which is hard to believe because he's not exactly the most handsome person out there.
Arwen is a girl name.
Yeah, it's not in the.
What's
It's not in the
FTW
Hobbit.
mean?
It's not in the Hobbit. It's in the Lord of the Rings. No, it wasn't in the Hobbit book. I'm for sure. But I know what chapter it is. I have to look real quick. I can tell you what the guy, the man's name was. He was like he could transform into animals and stuff like that. But I'd have to look. And
Aragorn was in love with her. Well, let's see, he was like a archer, something like that. I don't know.
well, it doesn't say exactly. I have to look at her. But this is a very detailed book. But I'm not going. Oh yeah, here it is. Let's see. Tom Bombadil. The house of Tom. One of the chapters is in the house of Tom Bombadil. That's book one. That's in book one. This has got all the books in it. It's the 50th anniversary edition. And it's got all the movies. It's got the Two Towers, Return of the King, Fellowship of the Ring, which is number one. But yeah, I said Bombadil. I couldn't think. I know that I couldn't think of that name for some reason.
Oh, it's not an easy name to remember.
It ain't really a common name, is it?
No.
What's your name? Bombadil. What's your first name? Tom? What? Yeah. If you ever, sometime when we're not on live, I can tell you a good way to have passwords that nobody can ever figure it out. I don't care what kind of hacker they are; they'll never figure them out because I have them. They'll have a stroke before they figure it out.
And then one day when he needs to recover something, you'll be like, "What? Can't remember that password."
Because see, I don't need to remember when I write
Oh well.
everything down.
Now we know what the book looks like.
Yes, but it's red, but it's only if you can make it through the 7 layers of defense that protects this book.
7 layers of defense.
Then you may see what is inside.
Hold on, let me get my
this book and the 7 layers of defense, meaning my cats. You'll have to go through the cats to get it. 7 of them. 5 of them are not so much right now, but by the time you get through the first 4, they'll be old enough to take over.
Right now, they're just distraction. Here, you'll be distracted by the cuteness because there's
But at the same time, oh, what a pretty little kitty! You gouge your eyeballs out. Say, I got them trained where they go for the eyes. And then once you go, you don't have no eyes and can't see. The book's not going to do you no good. Unless you'll have to go learn Braille And I'm not going to put this in Braille. So, I guess you're screwed. It's But
Mark
here's this
said-
red book, Shawnee. So remember the
Yeah.
color of it.
Now I know what it looks like when I go in your house.
Yes. But remember the 7 layers of defense?
Yeah.
I've
I'll
warned
bring-
you. See, if I didn't warn you, I would be guilty of murder or something. But
Okay,
since I warned,
Mark's
since I-
trying to explain Arwen. I said they're trying to explain Arwen to me, and he said, "Oh, Aragon's woman. She's half elf, daughter of Eldaron. She's like the peacekeeper between elves and humans.
that's not Bombadil's wife.
She sounds cool.
That's not
She's hot.
Bombadil's wife. Bombadil's wife is a fairy.
Oh, should I say that? She's hot. Nice.
Bombadil. Well, Barry says she's hot.
I'll do a question mark.
On the movie, Barry, she's hot. But in the book, I don't
Oh.
know what she looks like.
In the book, it's whatever is up here.
Yeah, it's what her spirit.
It really is hard to believe that that's Steven Tyler's daughter. He's not the most.
Right.
you know,
Well, there's takes 2 people to.
I know. Luckily,
Barry.
he's able to get the hot ones, right? So
Barry, you wouldn't be a very good person to take along on a quest like that.
Uh-oh.
Because the first time we would come to an elven village and there would be some hot elven chick and you'd be over doing that, and while we're concentrating on completing our quest, where's Barry at? He's got the map.
come over there, get married.
How are we going to go on this quest when he's got the map? Where's he at? Oh, he's up in that tree with the elven princess.
You just got to leave little time gap blocks for that kind of thing in the. In the
Well,
plan.
I guess we're going to have to write this one out of the book, out of the story.
You can just go to the market while he's over there, and then you come back together. Go meet at the.
But the problem is we got a certain time limit that we have to do this quest. Then it's like
Maybe there's a power up where you pause time.
maybe Barry wishes it was. He would wish that. Well, just hit the pause button.
On the
Okay,
quest timer. Yeah.
we're gonna cast a spell on you, a spell of discombobulation. He'll be like, yeah.
Okay, buddy.
His
He
name
said
would
in
be
the- In the
Hello,
movie,
Buggy.
sure, she's an
Hello.
attractive woman.
Hello, buddy. They do. They do. Both of them do know that she's not real.
Careful
like-
answering those questions, Mark.
No, it's
He's in his
not
little
even gonna get
world
into
now.
it, Barry. We're live. I'll do whatever.
Well, we're not live for long. We got
What was-
1 minute, and then we'll
what
be
was-
we'll be
oh.
unlive.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask what the quest was for. Where are we questing? What's the end?
Well, but I'll tell the end of the quest before I get off here. That I would say
Okay.
probably off the top of my head, the quest would be for the golden pumpkin.
A golden pumpkin? Does it
Yeah.
do stuff?
Well,
Like
I
when you're
haven't,
holding
I haven't thought that far ahead.
Golden pumpkin.
Or it could be golden anything. The pumpkin could be the golden garden hoe or something. I don't know.
You wished on it, and
No,
the only
yeah.
thing you wished for is all the goodies that you can make with pumpkins. All the edible,
Well, that
delicious goodies that you can make with
Okay.
pumpkin.
It couldn't be that, Bear, because that would suck.
Oh.
Because why would you want to do that? Why would you want to go through all that trouble of going through that quest just for a stupid
It
pumpkin?
needs. It's gotta be like.
I mean, I like your thought into it, but
You're no fun.
anyway, that's enough of that crap for right now. So I'm gonna shut her down. Everybody have a good day. The golden hoe. No, the golden garden hoe.
Janet.
Well, that would work too. We can do that. We can go with that story.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
in the end, it's going to be a dirty vote.
It sounds like a better thing to go questing for than it would be a pumpkin anyway. Oh, God. All right, with that, we'll let it go there, and everybody have a good day. Appreciate you there, Janet, Gear, Popcorn, Shawnee, everybody. Bye.
Dirty vote.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Good evening.
Bye-bye.